Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Rocketcraft Never Survival series on the Rocketcraft server with me, DJ Haribo. How are you all doing? I hope you're having a great day. We're kicking things off way up high, above near where my base is, above the Crimson Forest, because I want to address this lava fountain that's been flowing down here since I got here, and it's as simple as plugging that one hole there, and that will stop all of that lava gushing down all over the Crimson Forest down below. And it was really annoying me, so I just thought I'd come up here and just take care of that, block it off. Might have to block off one or two other blocks, but we've got a lot to get through in this episode today because we want to try and get as stacked out as possible. We need to get all of our gear sorted out because I'm sick to death of struggling with golden gear and like bits of iron stuff. I know I've got I had some nice picks. I've still got one nice pick and one nice sword, but they are not enchanted. We need enchantments. We need nice stuff. And oh, there's some gold. So what we're going to do, we're going to go raid a few bastions, and we're going to do a lot of trading with some piglins. We've mined at Y15, which is what we do, over to a faraway bridge bastion this time. So I'm hoping that we're going to be able to find some lapis in this bastion, because we're going to need that lapis to get our enchantments going. So we need some books, we need some lapis, and we need to do some piglin trading to either get some soul speed books, which we can put on the grindstone, or we just need to find some books. But books is what we need. We need to get the last couple of bookshelves we need to be able to finish off our enchanting setup to get this going. So we're going to do this in the form of a little time lapse. So enjoy the bastion raiding and piglin trading. Well, wasn't that a lot of fun? So we've come over to another bastion, that same bastion that we just died at, and we're gonna. Well, I've already got my stuff back, but I want to investigate the rest of the loot chests around here because we've made it up to the ramparts up the top, and there is a double set of chests up here. It's a double rampart, so we've got 2 double chests and 2 single chests to explore in this housing unit. And of course, there are no specific. Oh my god! Look at that. We got 6 books straight off the bat. That's 2 bookshelves. So as I was going to say, and a pig step. There is no specific loot chests for the housing unit bastions. They just use the bastion chest loot from that part of the loot table. So it could be anything that you would have seen before, like books, mending books, pig steps, gold blocks, the occasional iron block, and all the other sort of lesser stuff. But but also diamonds. Diamonds do occur in there, which are very nice, and the obsidian, which always used to generate in there. The snout banner pattern, which is probably the least useful thing in this entire survival series. Hello there. But of course, I can make some banners, so I might do that at some point. But let's just quickly take care of this poor brute. He seems to have fallen foul of his poor AI and fallen down here. His pathfinding's let him down, bless him. And do you know what? I'm gonna reclaim those arrows because every arrow is precious to me at the moment, so I've got to make them count. Let's go investigate what's in these other chests. I thought that was a ghast over there for a minute, and I don't want those blowing up my chest while I'm trying to loot them. So yeah, a couple of iron blocks. That's nice. You know, that's most of the way to another anvil if I need to make another one, because I have a feeling that I might be breaking one today with all the enchantments and combining that I'm going to be doing. Hopefully, if we can find a few more books, then we will definitely be set. So let's just investigate this last one. Yes, some obsidian. Again, that's all useful stuff for making ender chests, which I can't silk touch at the moment. And a couple of netherite scraps, which is always very welcome as well, because hopefully today we're going to be able to stick some netherite on some diamond equipment, like diamond armor and stuff, and get that all looking shiny and purple. But while I was on my way down, I'd completely missed this chest near the bottom of the housing unit rampart. And looky here, we've got ourselves another load of diamonds and gold and another pig step. And there's 3 books in there. 4 diamonds and 3 books. So that is another bookshelf right there. And I think that'll actually do us. That's enough books now to get our enchanting setup finished. So hooray! I wish I'd come to this particular bastion a lot sooner. It's one of the closer ones to where my base is, so I don't know why I didn't. And now I've got to worry about how to like juggle all my inventory. I really wish we had bundles already in the game. So we're back at base and we are ready to do some enchanting. I'm hoping that the enchanting table will be kind to us, but like I say, we've got the last couple of bookshelves that we need now. Or should I say, we've actually got the parts that we need to make the last couple of bookshelves. We've actually got to craft them first. Where is my wood? There we go. I've got some wood. So we've got plenty of books here. We've done a lot of trading with the piglins in that time lapse. And do you know what? They weren't actually that forthcoming with the soul speed books. I could have done with a lot more soul speed books than I was getting. I must have traded them over 3 stacks of gold and only got 1 book. Which, yeah, it's just that's the RNG. I'm hoping that the RNG will be a bit more favourable for me now that I'm about to make some uses of my enchanting table. So we've got a few other things we've got to do first. So we got plenty of lapis, although we didn't actually find any in that first bridge bastion, which was a shame. But we've got enough from the other bastions that we've raided. So we're going to get a couple of bits of diamond equipment that we've found in the treasure bastions, because all of this diamond armor you can only find in the treasure bastions. So I am going to take a selection of this stuff and stick it on the grindstone to remove the enchantments from it. I'm not going to bother with the shovel at the moment. And we're going to combine that with some netherite as well. So let's just quickly grab some ancient debris. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to use our furnace XP bank to smelt up some of our ancient debris into netherite scrap, and at the same time we're going to get plenty of levels, which we're going to be using, hopefully, to enchant all of our stuff. So we've got plenty of stuff to potentially enchant, and you know the score. You just you use the furnace, you come out of the UI, and then you go back into the furnace UI. You take the next item one at a time, and you get all of the XP from all of the netherrack that was smelted beforehand in that double chest in one lump. So I'm going up a couple of levels each time, which is good. I'm killing two birds with one stone here. I'm getting my netherite smelted up, and I'm also getting some levels. So here we go. We're going to make some netherite ingots. We've made 4, so that means that let's just quickly disenchant that. I know aqua affinity would normally be okay, but we're going to go from scratch on the enchanting table. So we've got each of our pieces of armor here, and what we're actually going to do, we're going to stick the netherite on first, because diamond armor isn't actually as enchantable as netherite armor. So the most enchantable armor in the game is gold, but gold is rubbish. When we don't want to use gold. But the next best thing is actually netherite. So you don't want to, be doing this to base diamond gear. You want to do it to your base netherite gear. And I'm just going to quickly scroll through. Oh god, thorns too. That's rubbish. And usually the chest plate is the same as the leggings, so that's rubbish. And the helmet should be the same as the boots, so protection 4. Very tempting. Protection 4 would be very, very good for us at this point. And the book, quick charge 1, not really worth it. And let's investigate the pickaxe while we're here. Fortune 3, again, normally that would be great, but not for what we want in the nether. And sharpness 4, again, quite nice, quite nice. So it's a toss-up between the boots with protection 4, the helmet with protection 4, and that sword with sharpness 4 at this point in time. So this is where you have to just gamble. You have to just roll the dice on the enchanting table and see what you get. If you get something rubbish, you can always stick it on the grindstone. But we're going to take a chance on these boots, guys. The first thing we were enchanting, and it's only got protection 4, which is a bit of a shame. Netherite has got the potential to end up with multiple decent enchantments, more than the diamond can, but not as much as the gold. So the book, multi-shot, not really worth it. Sharpness 3, that's even worse than the first time on the sword. Pickaxe, silk touch, that could be worth it. So I've made a bow quickly as well, because I don't have a good bow, and power 4 is actually mighty tempting on the bow. But you know what? Sharpness 3, that was rubbish. But the pickaxe, I think, with silk touch is very important to us at this point in the game, because we don't have any way of silk touching anything. We could mine our ender chest up with that. We could mine nether gold ore and get loads more. And look at that! It's come out with unbreaking 3 and efficiency 4 as well. All that needs is mending, which I have got. Smite 4 on the sword, not so good. Helmet, respiration 3. Not that useful. I don't plan to be going swimming in lava that much. But protection 4 on the leggings, which means the chest plate will be protection 4 as well. Yes, we are locking that in straight away. Again, it's a shame it's only got protection 4. Unbreaking 3 would have been lovely, but we'll just have to hope that we can get that with some books or combining some other bits of equipment. Fire protection 4 on the book, though, is actually quite interesting. And projectile protection, not that useful on the leggings, and still respiration 3 on that helmet, not that good. So what we're going to do, we're going to get our anvil and combine this sword that we've managed to get. We've got fire aspect and knockback 2, which is not the greatest, but fire aspect can be very useful against the piglins, because it can actually mean that you can one hit the normal piglins and they will burn to death with the rest of their health. So being able to one-shot a normal piglin is worth it, and I managed to get this really good book, so I'm going to combine that, and that's actually the makings of a very good sword already. I know it's only got sharpness 4 and the fire aspect is only 1, but we've got a few books as well that we can combine. But we're actually going to combine these leggings and this book to make some really good leggings as well. The fire protection is absolutely vital in the nether. It's more important than the protection 4, in my opinion. If you fall into lava, usually you're toast within literal seconds. So fire protection means that you can actually just go swimming about in lava for 30 seconds, maybe more, without remotely worrying at all. So if we end up in lava for whatever reason, those leggings will save our life. So in between the enchantment, I need to keep popping back to my furnace XP bank to smelt a few more bits of netherite and get me some more levels. And of course, I'm using ladders for fuel because they're probably the most efficient thing I've got at the moment. I could go get some more blaze rods, but after the last time I went to a fortress, I dare not. But we've got this really good book that I've combined with this sword, and it's about as good as I'm going to get with this sword in this world, I think. So I'm actually going to rename this sword while I'm adding that book. We're going to call it the Nether Blade in honor of this series. So that's got sharpness 5 on it now. That has got looting 3, which were the things that it was just missing. Fire aspects 1 is still good enough, and it's got everything else it needs. So we have got ourselves a god sword finally, and I'm going to keep trying with the other bits of equipment because protection 4 on its own is nice, and I've got the mending books, but I would like to get some unbreaking on there. So I'm going to have to hope that I can get some unbreaking on books like this one here. And I know what you're thinking. It's got unbreaking 3 and efficiency 4. Surely I should be putting that on a pickaxe. But to be honest, efficiency 4 is good enough, and my pick has already got that. So I've got feather falling 4 showing up on these boots. So I'm actually going to lock that in because feather falling could be the next most important thing besides fire protection on the leggings. Because if you take full damage, like big time full damage in the Nether, which you are likely to do. The Nether is one of the weird places in the world where there's such great distances between the upper parts and the lower parts, and you could very easily fall to your death. And I'm looking at combining them, and I'm like, do I want to combine these two pairs of boots, like protection 4 and feather falling 4, and depth strider 3 is not really going to be useful, but protection 4 and feather falling. But I just don't know. I mean, I don't have that many diamonds and netherite to be just combining boots like that. So I think I'm going to keep rolling with my lapis and my books and just keep trying to get the other enchantments that I need from books. And would you look at that, I've managed to find a book that's got feather falling 4 on it amongst the other enchantments that it's got. So yeah, I'm going to slap that on, protection 4 and feather falling 4. That way we've got a backup pair of boots should the worst happen. But all of this netherite stuff is not going to burn in lava, so we are going to be not having to worry about that getting lost in lava if we do die in lava, which hopefully shouldn't happen now thanks to the fire protection. But we're going to have to smelt up some pork chops now because I don't really have much more netherite to actually smelt. So we're going to just cook some food because we need food, and we can get a lot of XP just from cooking a couple of pork chops now as well. So we've got actually 2 picks worked out now. So we've got another one that's got exactly the same as the other one. So Silk Touch, Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4, and Mending now. So we've got 2 pickaxes, which puts us in a really good spot. We've got backups now appearing of our important equipment. So here is the moment, guys, where we're going to actually throw away most of this janky gold armor. I mean, I might need to put some on from time to time to do some piglin trading because they'll be hostile to me otherwise. But we are decked out in full netherite. I mean, the boots are a work in progress. I will be honest. But we've got mending to put on them at least, and we just need to find some Unbreaking 3. So we'll have to keep trying with the books, but I will need to find some more books now or do some more trading with the piglins. I mean, I've got the gold. Hopefully they'll trade me a few books, and water bottles would be very handy as well going forward. So the boots are a work in progress, but the rest of it is actually looking pretty decent now. The helmet still needs a bit of work, but again, But we've got 2 picks, we've got a god sword, and now we're going to make ourselves a god crossbow. We're going to upgrade our crossbow to be quick charge 3, so it's as good as it's going to get. There you go. And it just needs mending, which I will possibly stick on it. Depends how many spare mending books I've got, but I've got a few kicking about at this point in the survival series. So that is gonna pretty much bring us to the end of this episode. We're looking good. We are looking good now from where we started at the beginning of this episode. We are almost invincible now compared to how we started it. So I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already and smash the like button. And also be sure to check out the streams every week on Twitch where we do our lottery and something else. And I'll see you for another episode of Rocketcraft very soon. Take care and bye for now.